In 3, 2.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the Chelsea Skidmore Show. I'm here today with my guest, comedian and food blogger, Katie Molinaro. Did I say it right?
You did. Ah! Yes.
Katie, this is your second time you've been back. We've had technical difficulties in the past, so I appreciate your trust in me.
I am very happy to do this over and do it right, Chelsea.
Thank you. Katie is a very funny comedian. No, I'm just kidding. Don't you hate that?
I really do. It irks me.
I don't hear it that much. Do you?
I only see it when it's in writing, and that makes me more upset.
Mm-hmm.
When people are like, actress and comedian, and you're like, why?
I think it's someone from another time. I think it's like a lot of older men.
Yes. But I've seen women do it too.
Oh, you have? That's bizarre.
And I'm like, please don't.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, like, okay, I want to do like intro stuff, but we do have all this food right here. So it's a little distracting. So maybe we should quickly get it. It's like I want to ask you more about you, but the food is here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't exist when food's here. The food's already lukewarm, let's be honest.
Yeah, let's be honest. So just to briefly, and we'll get into other stuff so we can start eating. Katie, you're a sketch comedian.
I am a sketch comedian and I guess content creator, digital content creator.
And an actress, let's not forget.
Let's not forget my IMDb credits. Please.
And a great person.
Oh, well, thank you.
Very fun. You have are you still doing your car show?
So the car got too loud for the show. I would need to buy a whole new car to make that work. Cause
didn't you have a Prius?
I have a Scion and it like shakes. So especially when it was hot in the summer, it was impossible to shoot. And then like the sun beating down on the car. I don't know how Jerry Seinfeld does it, to be honest.
Yeah, especially with all those old cars. Was it an older car?
Yeah, 2006.
Okay.
So pretty much ancient.
Do you see the lights flickering?
No, you're having a stroke.
They are.
No, they are.
That's odd. Okay. Well, Mike, is that going to affect our thing? There's always something fun.
Yeah.
Mike? All right. Well, anyways, let's get to eating.
So
Katie, first of all, we got from two different places. It's hard to not just immediately start eating. I got tacos from La Escuela Taqueria on Melrose, which is a favorite place of mine. It's a neighborhood spot. The beef and pickle taco. Okay.
Spooky.
That is crazy. It
Mike's
is a
bad.
Halloween episode. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about Teddy's?
So Teddy's Red Tacos started in like on East Lawson on the east side of LA, and it was just one truck, and now it's expanded to 3, but they're known for birria tacos, which Chelsea, I'll wait for you to come back, but oh, is this better? Spooky?
Does that look okay? All right. We had to adjust the lighting.
You know what? This is a lot sexier. It's like one of those restaurants where, like, have you seen those restaurants being advertised that are just like completely in the dark?
No. Have you heard of that before?
Yeah. It's like completely in the dark and you just like.
Is there a candle? A single candle?
No.
How do you know what you're eating?
Exactly. It's pitch black.
Where is this?
I read about it. There's one in Canada. I know that. I had a friend go there. And then, yeah, they're like all over the world. Like weird.
That is weird.
Sensory restaurants.
Interesting.
So we're kind of doing that right now. But I have Teddy's Red Tacos, which is one of my favorite taco trucks in LA. They're do you like spicy food?
Love.
Okay. Do you really? Okay.
I mean, I'll shout it if you need me to.
Okay. These tacos are very special because they dip the taco shell
my mouth is watering
in the spicy birria juice, and they give you a side of the consomme, so you dip the tacos in the consomme, and it's like,
what's in it? There is a little pork, I'm sure.
No.
It's not even like I'm a Jew. Well,
but there's no pork whatsoever.
I told Katie no pork. Should we grab the plates?
Yeah, let's grab the so you want to start with Teddy's?
Should we?
I mean, let's do it. I'll grab the consomme.
Okay. And then
because it's all part of the experience.
Okay.
We're going to keep it away from the electronics, we promise.
So So where is the Teddy Talk? Should we dip
so
it?
there's
Should
3.
we put it on?
Maybe put it on
I wanna
because
put
it's
it on.
like, yeah, probably a little. Yeah, that's really sexy. You can't see this, but there's like
consomme.
Like imagine a French dip. Oh, of course. Like imagine a French dip, but it's a taco.
I'm having a piece of the beef. This is a shredded beef.
It's actually goat, Chelsea.
Shut the fuck up. I told her, I was like, look, I don't want to be picky. We were both bringing tacos that we both liked. And I was like, look, I just don't like pork. Because I know that everyone loves, what's that pork thing everyone loves?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Here, do you want to use that as a plate?
Yeah, that's a good idea. And then you can have the OG plate because it's your show.
Thank you. What's that? The one from Leo's taco truck.
Yeah.
What pork is that?
Al pastor.
Al pastor. That's like the biggest taco, I feel like. You didn't put the sauce on.
Oh, I did.
Oh.
I'm like, look.
Yeah, so I just don't like pork. I just don't like it. I don't like any. I'm very picky. I'm a very picky eater. I'm not the best person for a food episode, but
we'll see. I'm going to take a bite.
Okay, I'm going to take a bite too. Okay.
You heard it here first.
I do this weird thing where it gets sexual when I eat. And it's not always, and I don't mean to, and that was completely natural, and I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry. It's just...
No, it's really good though, right?
Really? Mm-hmm. That is so fucking good. Do you know what's in the tacos?
I mean, so birria is usually goat or beef. So
Shut up. Is it really?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what I'm getting.
So it could be beef. It could be...
Okay.
But I think it's goat because they do the traditional kind.
Okay.
But it's like...
But are we eating beef?
We're eating goat.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
You tricked me?
Mm-hmm.
You bitch. It's good though.
I know.
Fuck. This is goat? You surprised me. She just made me eat goat. I am not adventurous. But you tricked. But that was a good way to trick me. Wait, I forgot. Did you say it was beef? And I was like, so what's in it? Is that why you didn't quite start describing what was in it?
I said,
because I was like, what's in this? And you're like, uh-huh.
I said goat, and you like laughed like it was a joke. That's really what happened.
Why are we having goat? I'm gonna have another bite
because it's so good.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird of me.
Mm.
And it tastes like beef.
Mm-hmm. It's really good and really tender.
I need a lot of napkins when I eat. How about you?
Especially these tacos.
I hate it when people are eating food and they don't have it, like, they like hardly are using their napkin.
And you're like, why?
I'm on my 5th. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you?
Someone shamed me in a Chipotle for using too many napkins.
Go on. Make it a story.
All right.
And we're going to bring out the chips and salsa while we eat.
I mean, we should. I'm also a really bad chewer. I know this sounds...
I chew loud. Do you? Get this goat shit out of here. I'm going to give this over to you.
I'm going to drink it. I'm going to drink
liquid
the goat.
Drink it. I know you
drink
will.
The liquid goat.
You're daring. This is also doubles as an ASMR podcast. What was that goat fat that you just drank?
It's like the juices, like broth.
Like Jew. Not Jew, but what is
like au jus? Yeah, it's like a French dip but with tacos is what I say.
It's JUS. Yes.
But anyway, I was in a Chipotle once and I remember I'm eating my burrito and some guy I know, like barely know. I love this ASMR edition, but this guy I kind of knew from improv. He is like, well, do you have enough napkins there? Like,
trying to be funny.
Yeah, but he's like, yeah, people use way too many napkins. Like, he tried to school me on napkins. I was like, dude, you're eating a Chipotle.
Yeah, if you need napkins, it's because you're white. It's like
in LA.
That's odd.
We need to try your beef and pickle tacos because I
can't finish this if you want some. Knowing it's goat, I will not.
Like, you just can't?
I know that you traveled far to get it.
I'm gonna eat the fucking rest.
Okay.
I mean,
do you want this? Do you eat other people's foods that they take bites of?
I mean, I did get food poisoning recently. Well, I
really?
I don't know if it was food poisoning. I like to think it was the stomach flu. I did eat food that was sitting in my car for 8 hours.
Oh my God.
Which is not something you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
it was like beef noodles.
You ate beef that was sitting in your... And it's the summer still in LA.
Well, it was like a chilly night.
Wait, but for 8 hours? What was the situation?
I had a tasting on the way to Anaheim. So like I help all these restaurants out they invite me and then I go to the restaurant. And I had all this leftover food and then I went to Disneyland for a couple hours and I came back. But I was like shaded. The car wasn't hot. But then like 2 days later, I started feeling flu symptoms. And I wasn't sure it was from that or like actual flu. So you know what? Let's just keep eating tacos and talk about food poisoning.
Yeah, I'm worried about... Recently, I like had food that was sitting out for 4 hours and my mom told me to throw it away. And I did because
fair.
I get sick really easily and I have a sensitive stomach, so I'm very like kind of crazy about it in particular.
I have a sensitive stomach too, but like I don't listen to my body.
Never. Like I love never. I love curry from Thai restaurants.
Same.
But the coconut milk really makes me bloated and it hurts my stomach. And I get so extremely bloated from certain foods. And I really have to do one of those like $800 allergy tests, but I really just don't want to pay for it.
No.
So I'm going to just continue eating and suffering.
Like that's the same price as microblading. You should just get microbladed.
For your eyebrows? Mm-hmm. Did you do it?
No, I thought about it.
It's a little scary though, because that's a tattoo on your eyebrow. And it's like, what if they fuck it up and it looks like shit? I don't want to take that risk. I'd rather just pencil it in myself.
Yeah, my friend regrets doing it.
Really? Mm-hmm. Does it look bad, to be honest?
No, it actually looks good.
But why did she regret it?
Because it is like a tattoo. Look, I'm an actress. Let's be real. What if like someone gives me a role and I'm like a cancer patient? Can't get rid of those eyebrows.
Good point. But they could put makeup over it.
But like, if I want to go method, you know?
Yeah. My friend's mom is Dominican and she had her lip liner tattooed on and her eyeliner tattooed on. I think a lot of women, like older Latina women, and I guess Asian women do that. I don't see a lot of older white women doing it. But I've noticed like
my history teacher in fourth grade had them penciled in, I remember.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 90s thing.
Yeah. We're like, no more.
I chew so loud.
I do too.
You do? So I chew loud too. So now the people in the room aren't going to mind. It's just the people who are listening. Sorry, guys. Hope you like it though.
If you like ASMR, listen to this. Now, don't you want to hear that for an hour?
How good are those chips?
They're really good. Now, I've only had a brownie and this today. I'm really not.
I had a bar this morning. Power Crunch.
I'm really not the epitome of health. I used to be. I used to eat very healthy.
Really?
And then ever since I started doing this, it's just like, I'll go to 4 places in a day, and sometimes I'll eat like nachos and cheeseburgers and.
So yeah, how do you find the balance and like how do you make it work? And then I also want to know how you got into, being a food blogger as a comedian.
So, I was working pretty steadily.
It's a 5-part question.
No, it is. But I'm going to start with, I was working really steadily as an actor in 2017. And I felt like I was on a roll. And Nickelodeon commercials, Loosely Exactly Nicole. It was just like recurring roles and commercials. And it was awesome. And I was doing great. And then all of a sudden it was just like, every audition I go out on, I don't hear anything. And it's just like forever and ever. And now I have credits and now I have a good reel. And it was just like, it was really getting to me. This town can really get to you. I don't know. You have a lot of auditions too. And it's just like, oh, this will be the one.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, I felt so good there. And then it was like,
and then you don't hear anything.
Yeah. I texted you. I texted you that one time when I was feeling so down. Like for something like you really want that you feel like you did good at and that you really put the work in and like
pay for a coach or something.
Yes, it's $100.
Yeah.
For a fucking coach.
For a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
So in between auditions, I would soothe myself with food.
Yeah.
Essentially.
And I actually, if I could jump in for a second, I actually learned in therapy that when you restrict your food, it's about control. And when you overeat, it's about comfort.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, I used to restrict my food intake all the time, like
Me too.
especially like high school, middle school.
And now we're getting comfortable.
Yeah, we're getting pretty comfortable. But I mean, I never soothed it with like, I'm going to eat a whole bunch of food. I would be like, I'm going to have like a really nice meal. Or like, that's how I soothe myself. I'm not the type to like eat a whole pint of Ben and Jerry's or something.
Yeah, but you're like a foodie. Why is it like weird to say foodie? Because I'm a foodie too, but identifying as a foodie feels like a little gross.
Yeah, people don't like saying that.
Really? Have you heard this before? Because I haven't talked about this with anyone.
I mean, I call myself a foodie, but I know a lot of people who call themselves foodies who, like, someone didn't know what burrata was.
Okay, that person should be shot and never called again.
that person shouldn't be that's a food blogger, right? That's weird.
Are you serious?
I'm completely serious.
They're not getting called back.
I was going through someone's feed and they were like, have you tried this thing called burrata? And I was like,
no.
Oh my God.
Did you unfollow?
I did.
I would have unfollowed them the instant I saw that. That's like a comedian posting a bad joke.
There was another guy.
Especially because I love caprese and I know burrata is like,
so good.
An elevated version of that.
So good. But there was also one guy who showed a picture of tiramisu and he's like, do you know what this is? And I was like,
what?
We're done here.
Who are these people?
I don't know.
I can't hang with these uneducated palates.
Yeah. No, it really upsets me.
And it gets fun to start like using different language when you're talking about like uneducated,
I cannot believe these uneducated palates would taste the food.
I am a sophisticated eater, except for the goat. Can I be sophisticated eater if I don't experiment with certain things?
I mean, yes, because I will not eat certain body parts. I just like won't eat liver or kidneys or shit like that.
Yeah, what have you drawn I guess those. Any other things you've drawn the line at? And we're going to get to the questions I asked you about as well.
Oh, yeah. I think I was there. Yeah, you interrupted.
But I know. I have a problem with that. But I want to go. I want to go on a journey.
Oh, let's go on the journey. So which question are we on now?
The question, what do you feel comfortable with? The question that I want to know, I guess, was what foods. I interjected with what foods do you draw the line at?
I will not eat alive things. Mm-hmm. Like I'm about to go to Japan. I've been before, but I've seen like live octopus just like still squirming or live fish it's still moving. I'm not into that shit.
No.
So like that's like yeah, but I'll try anything once, especially if I tried chicken gizzards. Ugh, it was fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
I would never eat it again, but now I know that's fucking gross. And I don't want to eat that.
How was it prepared?
It was just like...
How was it prepared?
It was in like a hot pot situation.
Okay.
Maybe it was deep fried. I don't know. It was pretty gross. Wasn't into that shit. Also, when I was in Japan the first time, I accidentally ate horse.
Ugh, how was it prepared?
Second
question.
It was in gyoza. So here's the funny part.
Oh.
We like went to a restaurant and I was like... we looked at the menu and everything was in Japanese and it was all horse stuff. We were like, disgusting.
Did you know it was an entirely horse restaurant?
We did not know. We were very stupid because we looked at the menu and we were like, raw horse, disgusting. We'll just have the gyoza, which was like obviously horse too, but we didn't know.
How did you find out it was an entirely horse menu?
I guess in retrospect, it wasn't until after the fact I was like, man, I'm glad we didn't get the horse. But then I was like, it had to have been horse. Like,
so you're not sure, or did you get clarification?
I didn't get clarification because everything was in Japanese. But like,
was there horse on the menu?
Yes, horse.
Okay.
Horse was like
no, but like an image of a horse.
Yes.
Okay, then you're fucked.
I mean, yeah.
That's odd. Is horse a popular item in Japan?
Yeah, I mean, it tastes like beef, to be honest.
Just like goat.
Yeah.
Tricked me.
Really did.
All I can think about is a goat when I'm eating the taco.
Meh.
So what did it taste like, the gyoza? Were you like, this isn't right?
No, it tasted delicious.
Isn't that weird? I think when you don't know what you're eating, there's more of an opportunity for you to enjoy it without judgment. Okay, what is that? And be honest this time. Is that more goat?
Yeah.
Okay, 4 goat?
Yeah, it's more goat with cheese.
Okay.
This is goat with cheese. It's real good. But anyway, I want to try that beef and
beef
pickle
and pickle.
taco.
Beef and pickle, and it's
And then what's this other one?
it's
that's beef and pickle. Oh, you
I got
separated them
each.
already. Amazing.
Yeah. One is beef and pickle, and then the other one is like beef shank, I think.
Okay.
But I just want to try different beef.
Now this is some ASMR shit.
This is like
It's one.
This one is the best taco I've ever had.
No, it's really good. Because it tastes like a cheeseburger.
It does, doesn't it? It's a hard shell. It's a very simple. There's a lot of different layers in each bite, though.
Because it's beef, pickle,
cheddar cheese. And then the ground beef is seasoned, and I think that's what adds a lot of the flavor too.
What's the deal with this restaurant, though? Why do they have shoes on the ceiling?
It's odd, isn't it? Isn't that odd?
And it's right across from the Holocaust Museum.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it was like part of the Holocaust Museum, and then they left the shoes because they were like, "Should we?" I feel like it's disrespectful if we remove them.
Oh no, it's just really weird.
I've seen Tobey Maguire there twice
At the restaurant.
Yeah. This is.
I will
so
say
good.
though, these are very expensive tacos.
They're like $5 each.
Yeah. Which they're good for $5 each. Think about this is a sex podcast. Sex cast.
Food is sexual for me. You've been to Leo's taco truck. Have you had the bean and cheese burrito?
No.
Sexual.
Really?
I swear to God, I equate that with coming. And this is very.
I didn't know that.
Certain foods for me are sexual. What does that mean?
I live so close to that one.
Really? Are any foods for you sexual? And I don't mean to be weird. I'm not trying to make this weird, but this is just a fact for me. Some foods I eat and it's like, ugh. Like it might be like psychologically, I'm curious if it's like the same like pleasure receptor or something. And I'm trying to be a little scientific to get away from the fact that I'm saying food is sexual. I'm like really reaching for it to mean something. I wish we had a fact checker. God.
Well, I know oysters are a national or are a natural aphrodisiac
and a national aphrodisiac.
Yeah,
they're
they make everyone come.
They're the nation's horny,
the horniest.
Okay,
National Horny Food Day.
Have you watched the Jon Favreau show, Chef?
Yeah,
with Roy Choi. I fucking love that show. I've
good.
watched every episode. I was so happy they came out with the second season, but I'm already done with the episodes.
It's so good.
It's so watching food shows is so relaxing. I love to watch them like in bed before I go to sleep.
People who don't care about food bother me.
There's more napkins here. Is that what you're looking? Oh, okay.
People who don't care about food bother me.
It's weird. It's like, why don't you? Yeah, people who are like, oh, I don't really. It's not really like a thing for me. I don't really think about it. I just eat for energy. It's like, fucking loser.
Yeah.
You just eat for energy?
Yeah, what do you do with your life?
Food is my life. I think about food all day long. I'm thinking about my next meal. I love cooking. I love following recipes. It's very fun for me. I like reading menus.
Oh.
I go on, when I hear about a restaurant, I look it up and I read their menu. And I'll like screenshot it to go back there.
I love it. Yeah, and you love pasta, I know. You love tacos and pasta.
So one of the questions I asked you was how you got into food blogging. I think that's where we left off. So and I'm going to eat this and let you answer.
Okay. Good, shut your mouth. You're taking the tiniest bites ever. It's so funny.
It's just my small mouth.
So in between auditions, I would take pictures of food and eat, and I would put them on my regular Instagram. And then people were like, wow, these are good photos. And I was like,
On your feed or on your story?
On my feed. And then it would get like likes, but from a different audience. And so I was just bored. And I started doing it and making a page. And didn't think that restaurants would start reaching out to me so soon. But then like after I had like 500 followers, I had people asking me to come because I was posting a lot and engaging a lot on other people's posts, and I was frankly just bored.
Was this on the separate Instagram account that you started?
Yeah, this is on Eat It, Katie.
So you said to yourself, I really like posting pictures of food. I'm a comedian. Maybe I'll make a separate account so I can really get more into this and explore this. Did you have a plan to be a food blogger, or were you just kind of appreciating food at first? Or were you like, let's see where this goes?
It was always kind of my plan
Mm-hmm.
to eventually make money from it.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And do you? I know it takes a while.
Yeah.
Because you have to buy all that shit first on your own, right? Because my
It was
friend...
a year of buying my own shit.
Yeah, because my friend is like a food blog. Oh, The Hungry Gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
And The Hungry Gentleman, and like sometimes like he would like buy like tons of shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like you have to do it for your brand to make it look like, to show the feast, make it like, I think it's like attract, like, you know, it's like fake it till you make it kind of thing.
Oh,
and
for
then
sure.
eventually they're like, oh, they have all this food, they must get it for free. I'm going to give them something free.
Yeah. No,
Did you notice I was double dipping in here?
I don't care.
Sorry. Okay.
It's fine.
All right. Because
If I'm gonna get sick, I'll get sick.
I'm not sick.
You could be. I don't know. But what was I gonna say? So I started doing the food, and they started reaching out.
That scared me.
Me too. You can't see, but I'm keeping it action packed here. I spilt a taco on my body.
Is it messy?
I don't know. I think one of them fell on the ground.
I see stuff on the ground. Oh, the full inside of the taco?
I think maybe. Hold on.
God, this is an action-packed episode. It's a slower episode. I'm not used to having so much dead air, but I think this is just like an experience episode. And you're either into it or you're not. And
Wait, where's the dead air? I feel like I've been talking the entire time.
I think it's a fear that I have because when I was in college...
Yeah, the other taco...
is gone?
No, it's here.
Okay.
It just fell apart.
That's
They've
fine.
been sitting out for a while, you know?
Yeah. When I was in college, I had my own radio show, and I would have a lot of dead air because I was doing coke, and I got in trouble for having... And I didn't realize or really understand, and I would have so much dead air that like I got in trouble for it.
Oh, no.
And eventually got fired.
Well...
So it's like a trauma
It's a
thing.
tough
I'm like,
game.
dead air.
Dead air. We need more, less dead air. I need to stop
Okay.
doing coke.
So now we got our second one.
Yeah, this
Our
is a beef
OG.
one. This is the OG. It's what they call it.
Yeah, it's called the OG hard shell. Did you finish also what you were saying? I'm so focused on food that it's
I
hard to
know.
even like stay on this page. When there's food around, I truly can't like think. I'm like, dude, what
You'd
were
be
you
a
saying?
horrible food blogger
Fuck you
because
think
you have to like
I think
not eat the food for a while and take a bunch of photos.
oh well, I could take photos,
Yeah,
but like my brain, I would not be present.
yeah.
Is it hard to be present for you with food?
I've gotten
in the room?
I've gotten used to it. Like I'm
like
so used to eating food that's lukewarm. But anyway,
Wow.
these restaurants started reaching out to me, and then restaurants started reaching out to me to run their Instagrams. So now I run 3 restaurants' Instagrams, and that's my main source of income because I still am a micro influencer, and I post in exchange for the food. So I don't have to spend money on a lot of food, but that means I feel like I have all this money left over to spend on food. So I do that.
So you post pictures in exchange for food,
I do. Yep.
and can you get whatever you want?
Sometimes, like for the most part, yeah, but sometimes they want me to push a certain thing on their menu.
And you're like, but can I also get a hamburger?
Yeah, exactly.
And then?
And then they're like, "Bitch, no." I'm just kidding. No,
Really?
they're really accommodating. But Instagram's harder than a lot of people think. It used to be so easy to get followers and so easy to just like, build up a brand. But now people are more picky, and the algorithm's all fucked.
I know. They hide my shit all the time. I just posted my podcast episode that came out today, and they were hiding it.
Like completely? You couldn't
Yeah,
find
there
it?
was like there was like 3 people that liked it, and it had been like 10 minutes, and I was like, that's odd.
Yeah. No, it's really weird.
Yeah,
I'm getting half the engagement I had before.
Have you noticed any like? Do you have to like post something differently? Do you have to like remove a buzzword?
Here's what I'm trying now with one of the accounts I run is to only post every other day.
Yeah.
They want to be posting every single day, but like Instagram's changing so much that just doesn't work anymore.
I know. What do they want from us?
I don't know. They want us to bleed. I feel like I'm on Instagram constantly just trying to get 10 more followers.
Yeah. And then you meet all these other food bloggers. How long did it take you to get up and running, so to speak?
Like
what was the first year like? How long has it been?
It's been a year, and
okay.
I didn't start getting invited to a bunch of tastings until I was at like 4 or 5K.
How did you get that many?
I just followed and unfollowed people who weren't following me back. Mm-hmm. That's one thing.
Bye.
Yeah, I was like,
y'all
don't follow me back after 2 weeks. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Just posting like first twice a day, and now I do once a day. I avoid weekends. I just, make good content and people will follow.
I think food is one of those things that people love to follow. Like food, home decor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe like beauty stuff or something. I don't know what the other one is.
There's so many food blogs now, though.
But I feel like that's like a popular thing. Like, I have another friend who I went to high school with, the Brunch Boys guy.
He's so nice.
And
he replies to all my Instagram.
Oh, really?
Like, anytime I comment, he replies.
Yeah, we went to high school together. He was in my grade. He was my neighbor. And, like, all of a sudden, he just had this, like, food blog post. And I just see he's, like, he seems to be doing very well with his, like, food business.
He's killing it.
Yeah. So I think, like, there's so much room for, like, literally anyone to, have, like, their own little, like, food empire.
Yeah, you really have to treat it like a business. Like, I just opened up my first business account at the bank. I was like,
oh, really?
This is my business account.
That's cool. What did you wear when you went in to get it?
I did it online.
Okay.
Luckily, I didn't have to see anyone.
Which one do you think was the best one so far?
I mean, they're also different. This one's hard to judge.
That one's not good.
It's hard to judge because it's like...
That's a miss. The OG hard shell is a miss. It's just like the chunk of meat.
Yeah, why is it chunky like that? Even like Teddy's isn't doing that.
It wasn't spread with all the ingredients together, so now it's like I just ate the cheese. What is that?
It's a chip. That's a Teddy's red taco chip. It's just dipped in the
looks
spicy.
like a Dorito.
Yeah.
Dipped in goat?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I like goat chips.
Yeah, man.
Should I dip it in there? See?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's good. They know what's up.
I like that it's warm.
Yeah. Like, we can pretend this is beef.
So I noticed you go to Disneyland a lot. Mm-hmm. Is that just a personal preference? Is that a hot spot for food blogging? Like, is there like trends that everyone follows? Like, oh, I got to get a milkshake pic. Everyone's doing a milkshake pic. Like how does it work for like being on the cut? Do you feel the pressure to be on the cusp of what's hot in the blogger sphere?
I do. I feel the need to always, try to get good content, and Disneyland content, especially over the holidays, is really good. I just like the way Disney makes me feel.
Uh-huh.
I know it sounds like gross and weird. I never understood Disneyland until I started going.
Okay. Tell me more.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like therapy.
Tell me
First
more.
of all, Disneyland Pass is cheaper than therapy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is actually. What is it?
Way cheaper. Well, I have the one that's $600 for the year,
mm-hmm.
but that's still like...
How often do you go?
Like twice a month.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And do you have like a certain group that you always go? I notice you hang a lot with your food blogger friends. Mm-hmm. You're running with a new crew.
Oh, yeah.
And how do you meet these friends? And how do you know if you want to go out and eat with them again?
I met them while I was taking photos at a coffee shop, and they were like, oh, are you a food blogger too? And I actually ran into a good group of friends that way. Yeah, the food blogging community is really small, and people talk. If you're a dick, I really won't hang out with you again.
Are some food bloggers dicks?
Yeah.
Or they're just like, you haven't tried that yet? Like, are they cocky?
People are super cocky, and
that's so funny. That's such a funny character.
But they also have no reason to be.
Cocky food blogger. I'm going to put that in a script.
Yeah, cocky food blogger that's
original. Or maybe not, actually.
I mean, there are a lot of those. They're the cocky food bloggers, and then they're the ones who obviously buy followers.
Of course. Yeah, walk me through the archetypes of the food blogging world.
There's ones who are afraid to talk to people, and they won't show their face. They'll just show the food. There are ones who just show their face and like barely show the food. There's one I follow. I will not say the name. I actually don't follow them because I had to stop because every photo was like on some lavish vacation. I'm like, how the fuck do you afford this? Like, I know, like, even my really busy comedy friends who have writing jobs on good shows are not on vacation that much.
She's a prostitute.
She must be.
Yeah. I've followed a couple of those before too. And it's like, oh, Europe again? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It just does not add up.
No.
And those ones who are always traveling, you could tell they have a professional photographer following them along as well.
Yeah. How?
And it's like, are you paying for them? Like, what's the relationship here?
Yeah, how does this work?
Yeah.
How do I get one? Is what I want to know.
Yeah, I saw one on my honeymoon. It was a Japanese woman who was like decked out, but all she did was take pictures, and she had like and the other guy with her, you know, a Japanese guy. Maybe she was wealthy. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like a lot of these people get money from their husbands, and then they're like, I'll do a food blog, or I'll do something fun.
And then
I see that all the time.
You do? With people in LA as well?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I see a lot of people who I'm like, where do you get your money from?
You said that?
No, I don't say it.
Uh-huh.
I just see it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? How is this? But also people say that about me. They're like, how does she get money to pay for all this food? But like, I'm helping the restaurants out by posting for them and getting more people through the door, hopefully.
Yeah.
If Instagram doesn't fuck us constantly.
Do they ever give you like, are they like, Katie, we're gonna need you to put a little more French fry in the photo. Like,
yeah, I get critiques all the time. Especially recently since the algorithm changed. I get a lot more critiques on like, well, why don't we have this many followers or why don't we have this much engagement? And I'm like, I'm doing the same thing. I just need to try a new tactic. So I'm trying to post more videos because people seem to engage with videos more now than.
Did you feel like you had to find a certain style? Like, I feel like everyone has a certain kind of vibe or style, whether it's like the way that they're posting, like the stuff that pops up in the feed, like the way it's like color coordinated or like a certain shot.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize that that comedy and food worked until a year in.
Oh, okay.
Like, I was just posting food separate from comedy. I was like, oh, this will be my food account. But then I realized that no one else was funny.
Yeah.
I was like,
no other food people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Because it's like a personality. Like, oh, one could be like the funny girl food one.
Yeah. There wasn't, like, I saw little hints of that, like being cheeky, but there was no like.
It's like, I might try it. You're like, not quite there.
Oh my God, I have to show you one food blogger who has the same face in every single
Can you do
photo.
The face to the camera?
And it's like vacant. Oh, the camera, yeah. It's like vacant. A vacant look with the food.
I'm sorry if I have stuff in my teeth.
It's okay, I probably do too. I got really full easily.
You do?
I do. Like, sometimes I can eat, like, I'm a bottomless pit, and then sometimes I'm like, especially if I eat slowly, I get full easily.
Well, that's like what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to eat slowly because I think it takes your brain 20 minutes to realize that it's full. But I'll often keep pushing it over the edge. For me,
oh, hell yeah.
Like, I can overeat a lot. So I have to really try to be like, am I satisfied? Have I, like, and really listen so I don't get sick. Because I want to eat food that I like. But then I'm like, ow, my stomach hurts. And then I'm always complaining about it. I also think I have stomach issues, but That's I got to find out at the doctor.
Yeah. But who's going to go to a doctor?
Well, I went to one, but I really shitty.
Chelsea. You did?
I have like a really shitty insurance right now.
Me too.
Okay, thank you.
Well, yeah. I mean,
think
come
most
on.
people do.
We're not rich.
Not yet.
We pretend that we are. I mean, I do.
We are eating $5 tacos.
Yeah. Real cheap.
And that's per taco.
Yeah.
And this gastro
my whole plate was $8.
Like, I started talking to him about how I'm like, yeah, I get really bloated. He goes, okay, so what we're gonna, within the first 5 seconds of meeting him, all I said is, so I get really bloated. He goes, all we're gonna do is we're gonna get you to do an upper endoscopy. I'll give you the stuff that they gave Michael Jackson that puts him out. No joke, it was like the anniversary of the day that Michael Jackson died when he said that to me. And I just got such a creeped out vibe. I just left and I just did not like follow back up, and I like blocked their number. And I was like, I'm not doing that with him, because it's like he should be talking to me about what I eat, like, you know, maybe keeping a food diary before you cut into my stomach. And he wanted to take a biopsy sample too. And it just made me so like sickened to hear that.
Yeah. No.
So I noticed you were doing stuff with Teen Mom.
Yeah. Farrah Abraham.
How did that happen?
So I was at my manager's party on a Saturday night. Of course, I showed up after midnight. And I met her, and she put me in her Instagram story and said, "Hey, let's be friends. And on Tuesday, let's go to the Taco Bell Hotel in Palm Springs."
There really is a Taco Bell hotel?
There was in the summer.
And was she trying to get into food blogging?
She was like, I want to do more food stuff.
Was she doing food stuff?
No.
So when she said more food stuff, did she mean eating?
So she ate a hot dog on her feed that did really well. So she was like...
Well, I know why.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I was getting too sexual there. Yeah, she ate a hot dog on her feed, and then she was like, I was doing drive-through talk show at the time, and I was like, let's do it. Let's do an episode. She was like, I don't want to be in the car. So I was like, all right, we're not going to be in the car.
Why?
I know. I don't know. So,
where did she want to be? Did she suggest
at her apartment?
Okay.
So we did, but it was like the communal area of the apartment. And we shot.
You mean the living room?
So there's like, it's a really nice apartment building. And so there's a communal area like in the, like there's a kitchen that anyone can use.
Oh, okay. Like one of those complexes that have like the renovated kind of places that have like
a sea
ping
salt
pong
bath.
room. And you're like, what? A sea salt bath?
They had a sea salt bath.
What the fuck are you talking about?
A really amazing apartment complex. I'm not going to say which one, but
a sea salt. Wait, each home has one, or there was a communal?
There was a communal one. But so
that's like a saltwater pool essentially, but a jacuzzi-esque one.
Yeah,
but they called it a bath to make it like
fancy.
Oh, I like that.
You know, got to keep it fancy in Hollywood.
Did you go in it?
Oh yeah, no, it was great.
Was she like, bring your bathing suit? There's the sea salt bath.
We had a lot of fun. Yeah, I didn't realize how young she was.
How old is she?
I mean, she's like 26.
Fucking bitch.
I know.
She's hot.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I guess she was a teen mom.
Yeah, I forget that.
Yeah,
I
but
forget
it's like
that she's younger than me.
But you would think like they grew up or something.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Right?
Yeah.
Her daughter's really nice.
How old is she? Like
she's
10? What?
She's legitimately 10.
Oh, so she had it when she was So she had her when she was 16.
Yeah.
Wow.
16
yeah,
pregnant.
That's teen mom. Okay.
Yeah.
Was it 16 and pregnant or was it teen mom?
I think it started off as 16 and pregnant and then it became teen mom.
Because they realized there's a couple more of these out there.
They were like, oh, well, the people from 16 and pregnant became teen mom. I think teen mom was the spinoff of 16 and pregnant.
Oh, okay. I had never watched it.
I didn't know either. Everyone was like, do you know who that is? And I was honestly like, no.
Well, I knew who she was because I think my friend like dated her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fair.
A guy named Aiden. Do you know anything about that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Anyway, so you're in the communal area.
Yeah. We shot a video eating chicken sandwiches. People got mad.
Why?
Because they were like, well, people troll her all the time because they don't like how she raised her daughter. But I'm like, her daughter has money and she gets
You mean like putting her on the show?
She doesn't like that her daughter is homeschooled and like is in the spotlight all the time and doesn't act her age, but it's like she's a celebrity. Do any celebrity children act their age?
She's a celebrity teen. Like
like a preteen.
Okay.
Yeah. So what was the original question?
The chicken sandwich. Why did people get upset about the chicken sandwich?
Because they were like, you claim to be vegan. Okay, and she was well, yeah.
Did she?
Which funny. Is really funny.
Surprise.
I'm not, and I lied to you. But she's really nice.
So then did you go to the Taco Bell hotel?
We actually didn't because I got an audition. But instead of the Taco Bell hotel, I didn't realize that like me going with her depended on her going. Like,
oh, why is that?
I don't know. I think she just wanted someone to go with.
Okay.
So I didn't go, and then I saw her post a video of her eating Taco Bell in her car, which was
her own hotel.
Her own, her car hotel.
Oh, and then you were like, oh, I thought you didn't want to be in the car.
Yeah. Well, she wanted to be in her own car.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you thought you were
Did
picky?
you say anything? Were you like, should I comment and like let her know I saw this?
No, I didn't, I didn't want to.
Do you still make videos with her?
She wanted to make some more. I might.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Well, we're keeping it fun and friendly.
You got to keep it fresh. Got to keep it fun and friendly. It's hard to post on Instagram every day. It's very hard.
It is.
And to make videos.
What is the Taco Bell hotel? Because I did hear about it. I'm just curious.
So it is in Palm Springs, and it just took over a hotel. It was just an Instagram trap.
Oh, so it was like a pop-up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pop-up hotel.
Did you go into any of these other kind of food pop-up things? How are those? Those Instagram-y?
I'm going to one on Friday.
Which one?
The Breaking Bad one.
Oh, okay.
There's the Breaking Bad experience.
So how do you find it? How do people find out about all these?
I found out about it through Instagram.
Oh, okay. Where we live.
I keep burping from the
You do?
tacos.
I don't burp that much. I never burped until I got married. And then I just started burping all the time. And he was like, and I was like, I swear to God, I never did this before. I only do it around him, though. I don't burp on my own ever. But for some reason, when I'm around him, I make myself burp.
Does he burp you like a baby?
No, but I'll ask him to tonight.
Good. You heard it here first.
So when you go to, I got to be honest. For me, like when I've been to Disneyland, I hate the food there.
What have you eaten there?
I can't even tell you. I know I've been to like the Mexican place that's like in the outdoor area.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
I think I've had a hamburger before at the Critter place. I don't think I'm going to the right places. What are the good places to go to in Disneyland?
So here's my usual go-tos. Carthay Circle has really good food.
Which one is that one?
That's in California Adventure. If we're just talking about Disneyland.
Oh, talk about both. They're the same thing to me.
Pretty much. But my favorite places to eat in Disneyland proper are the Plaza Inn has really good fried chicken. So that was Walt's favorite. And then on the California Adventure side, I really like, I think they do food a lot better than the Disneyland. So Lamplight Lounge has like lobster nachos that are really good, deviled eggs. Carthay has little flatbreads, duck empanadas.
See, duck is another thing I would not try.
You've never had duck?
No. I don't think I have. It's not for me. I don't want duck. I don't want rabbit. I don't want veal. I'm very picky about that.
Fair. No veal?
No. Unless they're in meatballs, because that's like necessary for like pork, veal, and beef mix. I'm not a lamb girl. Don't like turkey.
What do you eat on Thanksgiving?
I don't eat bacon. I never ate turkey. And when I was younger, one time they like lied to me and they said it was chicken, but it was really turkey, and they tricked me.
That's a lie.
My mom lied to me.
That's bullshit.
Because I think like someone in our family made it.
Not cool.
We eat chicken, but I don't even like to eat really chicken that much unless it's in a salad. And
chicken's dry.
Chicken's dry. I don't like. I like grilled.
I like goat.
Fuck that, dude. Have you had goat other ways?
No.
Like I like salads that have grilled chicken, but the grilled chicken
I have had go other ways. Sorry, I just remembered.
But the chicken has to be from a specific, it has to be good grilled, like from Bossa Nova or like an Italian restaurant, like a place that's good at grilling. So I would never eat those like cubed, like salad, like there was like 30 things in like a thing and they put it like the make your own chopped places.
What?
I would never eat at a place like that. Because all the
at
food.
Sweet Green? You like wouldn't eat a Sweet Green or?
I do go to Sweet Green, but it makes me, it makes me, I don't want to say the word diarrhea because it's like so gross, but it makes
the runs.
It fucks me up. Does it fuck you up?
No.
Okay, Sweet Green has made me like shit so much on several different occasions, and I'm like, there's something fucking in this. And one night,
vegetables,
my friend, and my husband all like got like essentially food poisoning from Sweet Green. So I asked them at 3 different locations. I was like, hey, is there something in here that makes everybody shit a lot? And
you called?
One person no, I asked them in person.
Oh,
and one person pretended like they hadn't heard about that. Another person told me there's grapeseed oil in all of the dressing, and that can make you shit a lot.
Oh.
Like one person was like in on it with me, and she's like, yeah, I have heard that. And I think it's from the grapeseed oil. So maybe just like do olive oil instead of like the other dressings.
Grapeseed oil, that's like not even that good for you.
Yeah. Is that right?
Also, Sweet Green started in Georgetown, DC.
Oh, that's where you're from.
That is where I'm from. So they started Sweet Green there, and it was originally a Georgetown grad student's idea, and they were going to make salad and yogurt, and that's why it was called Sweet Green, because they had frozen yogurt.
What a bizarre combo.
So now they've just abandoned the whole...
Yeah, because a dumb college kid was like, we need 2. And it's like, no, Jeffrey, just one. Just one idea.
2 salads.
Yeah, I'm glad they stuck with just salads. I don't like frozen yogurt places.
No, I saw a place today.
Do you?
No, I saw a place...
Thank you!
I saw a place today called...
Frog?
For yoga or yoga-ert. Something that
Whoa!
it made me...
Yogurt?
Yoga-ert. And it made me... It was yoga and yogurt, and it made me so mad. So
Was it by a yoga studio?
I was driving to Echo Park, so I was looking, and I was trying to decipher, but they did have yoga, like, stuff advertising the place, but it did not look like a yoga studio. It just looked like a yogurt shop that was themed to be yoga. It made me upset. I drove by. I almost pulled over to tweet, yes, I am a food blogger. I support every restaurant. I will not support this place as long as I live.
Do you have to eat it on a fucking mat, too?
Down dog face into like fucking yogurt.
And their flavors are like downward facing.
Ugh.
Vanilla.
Guava.
Ew. I don't like guava either.
Chocolate chakra.
Ew. That's a good one, though.
I'm trying to...
strawberry.
Vanilla vinyasa.
Whoa. You're doing better than me.
Well, I do a lot of yoga. Vanilla vinyasa. Chocolate chakra.
Apricot ashwanga.
Apricot ashtanga.
Heath chip havasana.
Warrior 2 scoops.
Yo.
Horrible.
You're good at that.
Warrior
I'm embarrassed because I'm struggling.
Oh, you're the comedian.
Yeah, so why don't you like doing stand-up? You were doing it for what, a couple months? Or?
I was doing it consistently for a couple months, and my manager's always like, do stand up, and because
that's what everyone's doing right now.
Everyone's doing stand up right now. Everyone's doing it, but if you don't love doing it, don't do it.
Yeah,
like there's so many other outlets for comedy, and I like putting my time and energy into videos. And
Pumpkin Tits.
You know, that's a classic, 2016 classic.
And yeah, that was a fun music video. Do you put it out every Halloween?
Every Halloween, because I have no other jokes.
So we gotta head to Katie's page and watch Pumpkin Tits.
Pumpkin Tits is shared every Halloween season.
That was a very fun video.
Thank you.
And then you also just did a one-woman show?
I did one. I need to work out the kinks because it was my first time doing it, but I learned a lot from doing that show. It was about a woman who is the last person alive in the apocalypse, but she's also a tire influencer.
Tire?
Yeah, like an influencer for tires.
That's interesting.
For cars.
Yeah, I know what tires are.
Yeah. But she has to explain it a lot. But yeah, it's like someone who's trying to be an influencer in a world that doesn't exist. So that was the show.
That's fun.
Because I was having like a mental breakdown from running all these Instagram accounts.
Yeah, of course. So you got to switch it up and do something creative.
You got to do something creative. And also, I felt like I wasn't doing stuff on stage as much as I wanted to. Because I was stuck behind a camera, which is great. I love being on camera, but...
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Like, being in this industry, like, you get really burnt out.
100%. Yeah.
So when you get really burnt out, and obviously one of these is like your go-to, but what are other things that you do for your go-to or for your self-care? Or like, are you good at listening to yourself when you need that time out? Do you feel like you're going to get left behind if you take a fucking day off? Like, does all that stuff affect you?
It does. Like, I woke up in the middle of the night thinking that I didn't post enough on Instagram, which I totally did. Like, because my job rides on helping out these restaurants, like, I'm constantly in the back of my mind, like, feeling I could do something else. Like, I was sick for 3 days, and I felt like that fucked up my whole week. I felt like I wasn't there for anything when it's just like 72 hours,
Yeah. And it's like, in reality, you're not missing much.
No.
Yeah.
You're really not missing anything.
I used to love being sick when I was younger, but now every time I'm sick, I feel like I'm like getting so behind.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Especially when when my job entails eating a bunch and I couldn't eat for 3 days.
You didn't actually eat?
No, I couldn't eat. Like, I had bread. Because I was
rice. The stomach. The stomach flu.
I had like a stomach flu for 3 days. And then I missed, I still am a cocktail waitress because let's be real, got to pay off this credit card debt.
At
a magic club in Hollywood. Yes. Every day I fight for my job. No, it's just like, I've been there for 7 years. It's very hard to serve certain people.
Really? What is it like serving people at that magic establishment? I'm just taking cue off you that we're not naming it. Right?
Yeah, we're not naming it.
But a magic establishment.
A magic establishment in Hollywood that I work at.
So what are some of the people like there? Are they a little too excited to be there and you're like, shut the fuck, like you get a little jaded?
No, like being there is very exciting. I feel like just people in general don't know how to go out to a bar. In general. Like, I know you don't drink.
Yeah.
But
you better believe I know how to go out.
But you know how to go out. You know how to go out.
Oh, I know how to go out.
You had experience with drinking.
Plenty.
Yeah, you get it. When you go to a bar and order anything, you should tip.
Oh.
You should leave a couple dollars.
Okay.
Sometimes
they don't tip well up there.
The amount of times I got stiffed over the summer from people who were not members, I'm not gonna say anything about the members. The members are lovely.
Yeah.
It's like people who come in and they're like, well, I had to pay this amount of money. Why should I blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, you're basically going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
So people need to realize that.
But even like separately going to the bar from the restaurant and ordering a drink at the bar, not tipping is very strange to me.
It's weird,
because
right?
that's a separate thing from sitting down at the table. I'll be honest. I've been to the magic establishment that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Once. And I did think it was overpriced and very expensive. I didn't like the fact that I had to sit down and eat at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And that it's very expensive. It's like, what, $200 a person or something?
It's pretty expensive, yeah.
And then plus on top of that, you have to pay to get in. But it is an experience that everybody should do.
Oh,
100%.
100%.
You know what I mean? And if you really like that sort of thing. But when people ask me my husband asked me if I want to go back, to be honest, all I can think about in my head was I didn't think the food was that good. And I thought it was pretty overpriced. And I just almost like didn't want to spend. And is this rude of me to say because you work there?
No.
Okay. But
I'm not
everyone deserves a tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter where you are. No matter where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Like a coffee shop or a really nice restaurant, like I don't know. People just in general feel too entitled to everything. I see people complain at every restaurant that I work at.
Really?
Yeah.
And at the Magic Place, are some of the customers there like a little annoying? Like, are any of them like trying to do magic back?
What do you mean?
Like they're just, but in generally though, it probably just means they're just really excited to be there. So you're trying to have a little compassion. But are you like, oh, okay, like $1 soda, and they're like, yeah, if you can conjure that up, and you're like, okay.
Oh, I play along with that.
You do?
Yeah.
But do a lot of people do that? Like speak a certain language?
I mean, sometimes I'll throw it in. They're like, ha 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 ha.
Like what?
I'll be like, they're like, I'll be like, I'll just need your credit card for the transaction. I go, don't worry, I'm not gonna make it disappear.
Do you?
I do shit like that.
That's funny.
Just so I don't like kill myself.
Wait, did they tell you to do that, or do you do it for fun?
I do it to keep the fun alive, Chelsea.
I actually like that.
Oh, thanks. I try to stay fun.
It's fun, and the way that you probably deliver it.
I deliver it pretty well.
And they're like, ah!
Like who needs stand up when you can serve drinks to strangers and then work on your set there?
Yeah.
See what works in the room.
Yeah.
I go, oh, like if they're quiet, I'm like, you can talk. It's okay.
So were you talking about the stand up thing and then we started talking about this?
Who knows?
Again, the food is on the table. It's hard to.
Well, right now the food is very cold and not something I want to eat.
I'll tell you this. There's nothing more that I hate than food that's been eaten and finished and it's still in front of my face.
Yeah, you don't like it?
I just become a wealthy person in the 1940s and I'm like, remove it!
Get it away!
That's what I feel like they're like.
We don't want it anymore.
I just don't like looking at it. It's like,
don't look at it.
Get.
But I don't know what we're talking about. I was saying, like, Instagram's hard. Everyone's got to have other jobs to make ends meet. I mean, like, I feel like I could work 100 jobs a week and still be working minimum wage.
Yeah.
Like, how?
I'm with you, too. I mean, working here, we make minimum wage and we get some tips sometimes, but some nights there's not tips.
Like, do you serve the drinks, too?
Or no, I don't do that because I definitely can't carry a tray. And I would drop it. I don't have any upper arm strength. And it just seems like too confusing. But like,
it is.
I hardly get tips in the actual booth on receipts for people buying stuff. Every once in a while, I will. Like one time, this guy was with his wife and like another couple, and they were older, and he tipped me $40 and winked at me.
Whoa.
Like in front of his wife, but she didn't see, and it made me so uncomfortable.
I mean, take the money and run.
I did. And then I quickly took the receipt because I didn't want her to see because I didn't want to cause a fight.
Yeah.
But I just like felt weird even doing that. I don't know. It was odd. But normally I don't really get tipped that much. But, it's all for the stage time and everything.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, working here seems like if you're going to do comedy, this is the place to work.
Yeah. So about the food thing, my therapist gave me... Yesterday I was in therapy. And I was talking to her about how I've gained weight in my marriage. This first year of marriage, I've gained like 8 to 10 pounds.
Honestly, me too.
Really?
I'm not married, but
But you have a food blog career.
Yeah, I've gained 10 pounds and I can't, like, working out makes me less stressed and I haven't had time to work out. Yeah. I'm going to these restaurants.
Working out, it's like, and that's like a whole fucking thing too. But I was talking to her about how, how it's like hard, and how I want to lose like 5 pounds and how I just want to be like, I don't fit into the clothes that I own. Like every time I go to stores to try on new clothes, I get really frustrated and have to leave and I feel upset. And I know that like people can relate to this and
100%.
you know, but like for me, like I'm sober. I love food. Like I will never be happy just only eating salads.
You can't. Yeah, I can't either.
I'm just not that girl. Like leading up to our wedding, we were just trying to only eat salads. We were trying to eat no flour and no sugar, and we were starving.
Yeah.
And I just would not want to live that way. So she read me this, and I want to read it. So she taught me, you know, you have to really learn to be in the middle of the spectrum. Like you don't have to starve yourself every single day, but you also don't have to eat fucking pasta every night. You know, you have to be somewhere in the middle of that. I know that seems obvious, but since I'm an addict, it could be really like hard for me. You know what I mean? Or at least just not to overdo it. So I want to read this thing that she read to me. I don't know if you've heard it before, but it made me really emotional. And sorry, I'm just trying to find it.
I'm ready to cry.
Dude, it made me cry. I'm worried I'm gonna cry again. I'm trying to find it. Sorry. Okay. Those extra 5 to 10 pounds, that place where your body naturally wants to be, that's your life. That's your late night pizza with your man, that Sunday morning bottomless brunch, your favorite cupcake in the whole entire world because you wanted to treat yourself. Those 5 to 10 pounds are your favorite memories, your unforgettable trips, your celebrations of life. Those extra 5 to 10 pounds are your spontaneity, your freedom, your love. I don't know why I just like that. It's so corny.
That's really good.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think so?
No, it's true. No, it's true because I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that today. Like,
really? I'll send it to you.
Well, I used to have really restrictive eating patterns in high school and in college. And it's like the second I stopped worrying about it, I pretty much weighed the same. Like 5 or 10 pounds. No one can tell except for you.
Yeah, because everyone's like, no, you look great. And it's like,
yeah, you're like, no, but I don't fit in my clothes.
Yeah.
Like I had a customer tell me I was an Old Navy 6 once, and it made me upset.
Were you on an Old Navy job?
No.
What's an Old Navy 6?
Exactly. It makes it sound big. It makes it sound bigger.
She goes, you're an Old Navy 6.
Yeah. She goes, if anyone asks, you're an Old Navy 6. I was like, who's going to ask?
What the fuck? I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but I am wearing an Old Navy 6 right now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
In Old Navy?
In Old Navy.
Wait, so did you go there after? Were you like, fucking bitch? And then you went there a week later and you're like, I just want to see how well
like
that fits me.
And I was like, oh, this actually does fit really well.
Really?
Yeah. Old
Wait,
Navy
which
6.
one? The pants?
Yeah, the pants.
I love those pants.
Thank you.
Do they have good shit there?
They do right now.
And is it like, have you shopped there before?
I haven't shopped in a very long time.
Me too. I remember going there in
like high school to get the flip flops, right?
I can't remember what I got there. Something
flip flops are like $2 for $1.
Was that what it was?
So cheap.
There was something. Were they like layered colors on the
sometimes,
platforms?
Yeah,
like dark blue and light blue or something?
They had one like that.
Is that, yeah, I used to go there for some reason. And my friend, like I always got her a present there because she wore a lot of Old Navy. But I haven't been there since. Did you go on that Old Navy commercial with the wrapping?
No.
Oh.
I didn't go on that one, unfortunately. My agent sent me out for every other one except
How much are those pants, if I can ask?
These were like $25 or something.
Yeah, everything is so cheap there, right?
And these actually don't feel like crap.
And they fit well?
They fit really well and they're stretchy. I also got some skinny jeans that are basically jeggings.
And they okay, I'm gonna have to go there.
It was buy one get one
right
50% off. Yeah, it was really cheap.
Wow.
And but also shopping there is a nightmare.
Really?
Yeah.
Lighting, mirrors.
The lighting is horrible.
Some places just have really bad lighting and mirrors.
Like Forever 21 has the worst lighting. And Nordstrom has.
Do you really fit
lighting.
into stuff at Forever 21?
I have to get large.
I don't, and that's just that,
right? Just like
I don't fit into anything. Like one day just arrived where I didn't fit into anything there, and I was like, this store isn't for me anymore.
Yeah,
it's just like I just feel too old for it.
I have a hard time buying clothes, and I feel like. Do you ever feel like you don't have any clothes all the time?
Yeah, I used to. like really fit into clothes really well, but to be honest, it's when I was like really skinny.
Yeah, you were a model.
I had a model body.
But it was also your job, right?
Never.
It was never your job to model?
No, in Hawaii I did. In Hawaii I had like a rep, and I booked one job for like OP, Ocean Pacific.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was so excited. I was elated. And then they took it away from me. And like the day before, they like recasted it or something, and I was cut.
That's happened to me before too.
Oh,
it's
really? It
fucking
bummed me
depressing.
out. But I did a lot of fashion shows there in Hawaii, and I was known as quote unquote the girl who could walk. Okay, that's what one person told me that I was known as, and I'm like, I've never forgotten it. And I am very good at like a runway walk.
Nice.
Yeah, but like to be
I'm
honest,
knock-kneed, so I'm not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Anyone though could be a model in Hawaii. Like there's a fashion scene in Hawaii of like local designer people, and like yeah, I did a lot of those shows, and I would do some photo shoot stuff, but like that was something I was like chasing because I was like 18 to 20 years old.
Yeah.
Like no, I would never do that stuff. No one asked me to do that stuff anymore, but people did ask me to do like modeling stuff for a while, but nothing ever big. Like people would be like, "Oh, can you do my underwear line pictures?"
Can you suck my dick for this photo?
Exactly.
Like that? Like all the time?
No.
Nothing big. Just
but
like,
you were a model. You're 5'9", right?
I had a modeling. So I was signed by Wilhelmina in New York.
So was my mom.
Very nice. Yeah, my mom was too. Allegedly, she says. Who knows? But anyway, But I was like anorexic at the time, and my parents were like, "You don't want to be in this life," and I was like, "You're right," because I remember eating. I was like 14 years old eating potato chips in the guy's office, and then he's like, "Well, you shouldn't eat that." Like they were basically telling me not to eat, and I was like, "Oh, okay." But then my sister became a model, and then went down the path of like coke and anorexia and stuff, and you know,
yeah. It's hard.
Modeling sucks.
Yeah. I was anorexic when I was 15. I weighed 80 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was
lucky. I was 95.
Really? But I'm 5'7".
Lucky.
But I was in those like Yahoo groups.
We're kidding, by the way. This is like, it's not.
But we're not like this. I just grew out of it. And to be honest, like I just love food so much that like I can't be bothered to starve. I would so much rather have a good bowl of pasta.
Yes.
I live for a good bowl of pasta. I really like making like pasta with lobster or crab with like a tomato, basil, olive oil, garlic kind of.
So you make a lot of pasta at home?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I should because it's easy.
Well, you're Italian, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're Italian, right? Sometimes I hear the way I talk and I'm like, why am I fucking talking? Anyways.
I go to a lot of places that have homemade pasta because I've gotten spoiled.
Oh, I love it. Makes all the difference when you make pasta at home. If you get fresh noodles, it tastes like a gourmet dish instantly.
Yes.
Sometimes it tastes like a meal from a museum. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. No, I get it. Shit belongs in a museum.
Yeah, like sometimes the pasta that I make, I'm like, this is easily like a $30 pasta at a nice restaurant that I made.
Oh, yeah. I spent $40 on pasta, salad, and wine yesterday.
Yeah.
For a meal by myself, and I was like, what am I doing?
Sometimes I do stuff like that, though, because food is just like, I don't know, food is just so important to me.
Like, I'm not doing hard drugs.
Yeah.
I can spend my money on a meal.
To me, I like to treat myself with that stuff.
Same.
And my husband is not the same as me. Like going out to a nice restaurant is like the least of his priorities.
Yeah.
But for me, every once in a while, like I really want to go out to like a nice restaurant or like at least something that's like not like crazy. I'm not talking like crazy expensive, but like I want to go out to like a restaurant and have like a nice dinner and experience food. I love to spend my money on experiences.
Same. I'm the same way. Yeah. Cause it's like, yeah, that's why I have a Disneyland pass.
Yeah.
Each time I go, it's completely different. Everyone's like, how can you go all the time? Mm-hmm. But you go on different rides each time. And honestly, I used to be so depressed. And I have days like the day I was, or the weekend I was sick and felt like I couldn't do anything, like I really felt like I was in a dark place, like that I used to be in.
Yes.
Where I was just crying. I cried for like 3 days because I felt like I wasn't getting any stuff done. I was like, nothing's happening in my career, blah, blah, blah. But I was just sick for 3 days. It was way too hard on myself.
Well, I can totally relate because I did want to record some solo stuff before you got here, but now I could talk about it here because you brought that up. So I just went through this like 2-week depression, and I'm not a depressed person. I would not describe myself as a depressed person ever. Like I do sometimes get sad, but it's very rare, and it's always PMS and period related stuff. Sorry guys. And but I get like really depressed before, but this lasted for 2 weeks, and it was crazy because I went to Portland doing stand up featuring for Bobby Lee for the weekend. It was so much fun. The day I landed, I had like 4 days to prep before my 1-act play. And every single day I was so busy for like 3 weeks, like insanely busy. And then the day after my play was over, I went into a depression.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think partially it's because I was doing so much stuff and I was so excited and busy, and then it was all over. And then also I was PMSing, but just the combination of the two, like it just sunk me into something.
Yeah. It's like a bipolar depression.
Yes. And I will tell you this, when I was on the way to the opening night, we just had 2 nights of this play. And I had written it. There was like 6 1-acts. I wrote, directed, and was starring in one of them. And I love writing. Like, I want to be a writer above anything else. I am a writer, but, you know, I want to make money as a writer above anything else. And what was that?
He's looking in.
Oh. Is it the time soon? Oh, I guess it's almost time. Anyways, so I'll just wrap this up soon. And on my way down, driving to the theater, and by the theater, I mean Playhouse.
Yeah.
And I was flying. I was at like a bipolar high. I'm not bipolar, but like I've never been so high in my life. I was dead sober, and I just felt this like crazy happiness spike. And I don't normally feel like, I don't get these all the time, but have you ever had one of these when you feel so happy you get scared?
Yeah.
And I was flying. I was like speeding down the highway. I was like so happy. The windows were down. I was like blasting music. My hair was going everywhere. I didn't care. And I told that to my mom, and she goes, "It sounds like you're on a bipolar high." And we just like laughed so hard at that because she was like, "You sound like a crazy person." Yeah. And I talked to my therapist about it, and I was like, "Was I?" And she was like, "No, you were just like really happy in those days." I know. She was like, "There's nothing wrong."
I'm always like, "Am I bipolar?" And and Eric will be like, "No, you just went to like 4 auditions in a row and you didn't hear anything." And
yeah.
I'm like, "Oh,
well, there's this
right."
Yes, and there's
just sad.
Yeah, and then like sometimes I'll get those like spikes of like happiness and sadness, and it's like, no, this is just like, it's just like life.
Yeah, you're just happy or sad.
Yeah,
but
happy or you sad, want to shoot your dad, will do anything I can. It's the wrong way.
Sublime. Sponsored by Sublime.
Yeah. So do you ever get those like spikes of happiness?
Yeah. I mean, for sure.
Did you feel like that before your one-woman show? Or anything creative?
I just feel so like when I put a video online and it's going viral, like if I'm going viral, I'll be like, it sounds psychotic.
And do you get scared? You're like, I'm too happy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crash.
Like, I can't imagine if I like booked a really big show or something like series regular life-changing thing, because I'd be like, I have to jump off a cliff.
It's scary.
It's terrifying. And then I get imposter syndrome, like running all these accounts. I'm like, people are like, "You're doing such a good job. You're doing such a good job." And I'm like, am I though? Mm-hmm. Like, am I doing a good job?
It's weird.
Or are they just
like when people say stuff like that, they're like, "You're killing it." It's like, am I though? Or are you just saying that? And I'm like dead to it.
Yeah.
Inside.
Yeah. It'll never be enough for us.
Yeah.
It's like we're addicts, but for just fame.
Validation.
Yes.
It's sick.
I mean, I guess I mean, I guess I'm addicted to smoking weed.
Oh,
like
okay.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to every morning.
Yeah, I used to do that too.
Yeah. So, we all have our issues.
Well, Katie, it
Yeah.
looks like we're being kicked out. So thank
That's
you
fine.
so much for coming today. It was so much fun. Where can we find you on social media and follow everything that you're up to with food?
So follow me at Eat It Katie on Instagram and TikTok. I'm actually sponsored by TikTok right now on my food page. So yeah, no big deal. Making the ticks and the talks. And that Katie Molinaro. If I'm just using that for updates on shows and stuff and all that jazz.
Cool. And then you're always at the Pack Theater too.
Yeah, it was every third Wednesday of the month, but now it's going to be every fourth Wednesday of the month. But this is actually I'm not doing any more Haymaker shows for the rest of the year. I realize that sounds weird, but it's October.
Yeah, that's it.
And
please remember, guys, to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, The Chelsea Skidmore Show. Follow me on all social media and give me and Katie likes. Thank you. Bye. Manja.
We live for likes.